Hello and welcome to my video and welcome to Terminal 5 in Heathrow Airport. I'm just outside the Premium Plaza lounge. I'll show you what the lounge looks like in a minute, or part of it. I'm on my way to Zurich today and I'm going to Switzerland so I can see Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is a landlocked country, so you can't fly directly into there. So I've chosen Zurich as the nearest destination for me to see this landlocked country. Interestingly, the two countries that landlock Liechtenstein is also landlocked, and that would be Switzerland and Austria. So it's a double landlocked country. It's the sixth smallest in the world and the fourth smallest in Europe. It's a principality and it's got a population of 31,000 people, and that is crazy because the football stadium near where I live has a bigger population than that on a Saturday. So on a Saturday, you could say more than the whole country of Liechtenstein walk by my flat. That is absolutely mental. It's got a very high life expectancy and it's a very rich country and it's supposed to be very beautiful, but I will have to wait and find out. So this video is just going to be from London to Liechtenstein, and then I'll probably end it and make another one. And just a little bit of reporting on Zurich. It's a very expensive city, so hopefully I survive it. So I'll stick around and see what happens. Some soup. Rice, sticky chicken, red lentils, roast potatoes, and a little salad. So anyway, just giving you a little glimpse to what the bar is like, or the lounge is like I should say, and it costs £47. But luckily for me, I have travel insurance, so it's free, or it's included in my travel insurance. I think I got lucky with the seating. It's a beautiful day as we leave London Heathrow. So as we approach our descent into Switzerland, there's some beautiful snow-capped mountains in the background. Absolutely gorgeous. Even though it's a sunny day, it's really lovely seeing that snow on the top of the mountain. So I've arrived in Zurich Airport, and look how stunning and beautiful it is. Just so gorgeous to see all the trees in the background. And it's not very crowded, this airport. Very beautiful, very stunning. Wonder what it'll be like in the future with the population of the earth getting so much bigger. So I got at least another 20 minutes to wait for my train to come. There's a train coming there. Swiss trains look pretty good. But the downside to them, they're not very advertised. And they don't really explain a lot of where you need to go. But I kind of have a rough idea where I want to go. And I'm a bit bored. And like I say, I got 20 minutes, 15 minutes at the most. So I might just crack on and eat some of this Swiss chocolate. Switzerland is famous for Swiss Army knives, Swiss cheese, I think, Swiss chocolate definitely, and another Swiss something. When I'm a little bit more sober, I'll be able to tell you. So I'm on the train and I figured it out. It's Swiss watches. I don't have one, and I don't want one, not at the moment, but That would be one of the Switzers that it is famous for. So it's fair to say I definitely had too much to drink last night, but it's a beautiful morning. I've had a delicious breakfast, probably one of the best cups of coffee I've ever had in my life, and they paint the eggs here for whatever reason, I don't know, but it was a really delicious breakfast too. So let's just see where the day takes us. So anyone thinking of visiting Zurich but are put off by the prices, don't be. They've got a couple of nice hostels that are absolutely amazing, and there's this place, Migros. I have heard you can eat in here and it's reasonably priced. You know, it's a supermarket, but they sell food where you can sit down. Let's go and find out what a Swiss supermarket looks like. Maybe this way. So here we are inside Migros, and you can get yourself a sandwich, you can get yourself bagels, little desserts, snacks, some hot food. And I'm not an expert at the currency conversion, but it does seem reasonably priced, to be honest. And a nice little sit down area here with a view off the local street. Very pretty, beautiful view. You ain't got all the cars and traffic fumes that you get in other cities. And talking of supermarkets, there's an Aldi in Switzerland. I guess they probably have a few. And I personally don't shop in them in the UK. I think the food's a bit crap and the queues are too long. But, you know, like when you go to countries like Switzerland, then I've used Aldi's in Ireland where everything is just so expensive. And it's just, it was such a saving grace. Like about 10 years ago when I was in Ireland or Dublin and I come across an Aldi, I was like, oh yes! I mean, that's half the price of a Spar. A Spar supermarket, that is. Anyway, look, there's a beautiful lake. I will have to investigate. Oh my God, this is just so gorgeous. So this is Lake Zurich. And over there in the distance, you can still see the snow-capped mountains. I'm not sure, maybe they're the Alps. I'm going to investigate on that too. But they are the snow-capped mountains I probably passed on the plane yesterday. This is just so gorgeous. Yes, that is the Alps in the background and it looks absolutely stunning. So beautiful and pristine. And honestly, I'm not just saying it. The air is just so clean here. I mean, they do have cars on the road. I'm not sure what they run on, if I've got to be honest. But the air is just so fresh and beautiful. And it's a lovely park. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's happy. So things are looking a little bit more lively over here on this side of town. Maybe I can find myself a nice pub to go to for tonight. Or maybe an Irish bar. I like to go to Irish bars sometimes because you know, people speak English. They like to engage with the foreigners that are there. You know, you got other expats from other countries and any locals. They usually know what the pub's about, so they like to talk to you, and that's always a good thing. English pubs a little bit too, but not as much. So I've walked around a big chunk of the lake and I'm in what I think is the town centre, and it's still just so pretty, so beautiful. There's lots of people out sunbathing, other people just walking about having a good time, enjoying the sunshine. It feels like a Saturday, but it's actually a Friday. And look at this. Look how clear and pristine it is. You would not get that in the River Thames. So I'm not quite sure what this place is trying to say. Fata Morgan. I know I'm gaining a bit of weight, but you don't have to announce it to the whole of Switzerland. I mean, it's just absolutely wrong. Come on. I'm self-aware. There are mirrors in my place. So I found myself a nice little hill to walk up, draped with all these Swiss flags, and maybe there's something interesting at the top of this. So imagine telling somebody you're going to meet them at this place. It's a bit of a mouthful, I'd say. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Oh, what kind of restaurant is this?
This is the Kindli restaurant. It's a typical Swiss restaurant. It's 550 years old, this house here.
Oh, wow.
They served food and drinks like 500 years ago already here.
Oh, wow, amazing.
Very classic one, and we have like typical Swiss dishes like Zurich Schnitzel. We have also Austrian dishes, the Wiener Schnitzel, the classic ones, you know.
And how do you say this up there?
This is a Gasthaus.
But the whole thing?
Yeah, the whole building, because it's a hotel and a restaurant.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On the side there's the entrance of the hotel.
Okay, thank you very much.
Well, very warm welcome, sir.
So I just got to the top of the hill, and at the top of the hill there's a park. And it's a little bit of deja vu, because a few weeks ago I was in Lisbon, Portugal, and I climbed the hill, and at the top of the hill there was a park there. There isn't any roosters at the top of this hill like there was in Lisbon, but if you haven't seen the video, please do. It's called A Little Bit of Lisbon for a Lot Less, and it's just basically how to save money going to Portugal, and it's just got, you know, different things in it. And I do recommend the video. Every like and every watch is really appreciated. So here is another view from the top of the hill, and it's like the gift that keeps on giving. Just more pretty views to look at, but different angles. And down below is the canal leading into the Lake Zurich. So this kind of concludes my afternoon of walking about the city. I'm going to jog back to my accommodation and take a shower, drink some vodka, eat some food, maybe hit the nightlife if there is any nearby to where I'm staying. I haven't really seen a lot walking about. There might be some museums, but I'm not really a museum person. There is a chocolate factory, but I wouldn't really want to go there by myself, the Linden chocolate factory. And it's a very romantic city, so you know, it's not kind of like the city you want to go for a bachelor party or a hen night, you know. And you know, a single lad like me would probably pass on this city, but I would gladly come back here again if I had a girlfriend or somebody special in my life. So we may have left the EU, the UK may have left the EU, but I'm still in the single market. So as I jog back, one thing I forgot to point out is that people like to have a drink in the park when the weather's nice before they go out. And I noticed that in Copenhagen too. In Iceland, the bars don't open until 12 o'clock, but they also preload in Iceland. But they usually go to people's houses because most of the year the weather's not very suitable for being in the park. But anyway, that's it's not looked down upon having a few drinks in the park. It's not like London, where it's usually the homeless people. Although we all enjoyed a drink in the park when the COVID restrictions were getting lifted. That was nice. So I should reiterate that people do drink early in Iceland. Some people do. The bars do open early, but the majority of the people only go out on a Friday, Saturday night, and that will be after midnight. So I finally made it to the Irish bar. Hello, sir. Can you recommend a Swiss beer?
Swiss beer, the Swiss ones we have, this one's a Swiss,
No.
it's unfiltered lager beer. This one is Swiss beer as well. This is a Swiss IPA. And we've got another pale ale here and another different lager as well.
Wow, and I come all the way from the UK just to be served by someone from the UK. Yeah, I'll take the IPA, please.
You don't want a Swiss beer.
I don't want a Swiss beer?
No.
Well, I don't want it every day of my life, but just, you know, when in Rome,
Do you want a pint or a
I've lived
I'll
here,
take a pint.
I've lived here 12 years and you don't want a Swiss beer.
I don't?
No.
You like an hour ago.
Well, yeah, well, I'm only going to
I
have
went
one
a
for one night.
pizza, And then I realized that I didn't pay my beer. So I came back to pay the beer, but these lovely people
Anyway.
paid it. So,
It's last call here. The bar is very dead.
yeah.
Maybe I'll
No,
go
but
downtown
I'm
and see if
telling
there's anywhere else, or maybe I'll just save myself for
telling you.
Liechtenstein.
Like, Swiss beers don't bother. It's not worth it.
Thank you for your recommendations.
Drink something.
So this is my final morning in Switzerland, and I'll be taking a bus later this morning to Liechtenstein. It'll probably be a day of a lot of walking, and before I go, I will have to show you those coloured eggs I was talking about. So there's my breakfast, or part of it, and those eggs are absolutely delicious. You can definitely tell that they're free range eggs, probably very freshly picked as well. I mean, they taste absolutely gorgeous. Shabbat Shalom. So I'm on my way to the train station. It's a train I've actually got to get to Liechtenstein, and not a bus like I thought it was, but it's a beautiful morning. The sun is shining, the temperature just feels really, really good. Last night, all around Europe, there was northern lights. That's really crazy for May time, you know? And the fact that this morning I had coloured eggs, there must be a sign. It must be a sign that maybe the Messiah is there in Liechtenstein. But I've got no gifts to give him. No frankincense, no gold, no myrrh. But I do have some Swiss chocolate. Shabbat Shalom. Hello. So, I don't know. Anyway, it's a beautiful Saturday morning. So, I'm almost at the train station, and I rested my coffee for a minute, and right next to my coffee, honestly, there's this thing. I don't know, that thing that maybe Superman had, kryptonite, but a more coloured one with New York. It's definitely an omen. Liechtenstein is going to be my lucky place. If there is a casino there, I'm definitely going to be putting a bet down. Hello, duckies. Do you know which way the train station is? Follow you? So, I'm finally at the train station. I just got sidetracked. Drinks off the world. Wonder what they got in here. Oh, mate, you got Stella?
Still after one.
Yeah. Oh, nice one.
Not in the fridge at the moment.
So if that guy thinks I'm going to drink a hot Stella, he's got to be absolutely off his mind. And plus, maybe it's not a good idea to be drinking right now. If I'm going to be meeting the Messiah later, it's better that I show up sober. Holy Christ. I will figure it out. It's not that complicated. It's got to be somewhere where I can get a ticket. It's written in the signs. So I'm on the train and it'll be departing soon. And I'm getting this train to a place called Sargons. And then from Sargons I got to get a bus to Liechtenstein. Look how beautiful that is. Such beautiful scenery. Absolutely gorgeous. Feels like I'm in the movie The Sound of Music. So I'm in Sargons bus station, and anyone who's been following my vlogs would know that I have been to worse bus stations. Check out my mad trip to Moldova, and at the end of it I leave from a bus station called, well, it's in Baku, Romania, and it's worth checking out. But this is absolutely so pretty. And excuse me for saying pretty and beautiful and all those things, but it really is gorgeous. It's the Book of Solomon's. It's a Song of Solomon, I should say. It's absolutely Shakespeare on steroids. So beautiful. So this is the final leg of my journey to Liechtenstein. So we are now in Liechtenstein. I recognise that castle as Vaduz Castle. So I've made it to Liechtenstein and I'm just outside the capital Vaduz, and I'm in a place called Ststion. I'm still a 25-minute walk from my accommodation, and this is where this journey ends and another one begins. Thank you very much for putting up with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate every single subscribe and like there is. And I'll see you on the next journey.